In 5 days' time, we got Kaiser to transit from breast milk to infant formula milk. And what got him to accept this infant milk, right, was simply today is a super happy day for us because when we wanted to start this whole transition period, right, we realized that it wasn't very easy and it's a bit stressful for not only us, but I believe for Kaiser himself because he's rejecting and he's gagging whenever we tried to feed him for the past 4 days. So what got us to transit at this point of time is because we realized that our breast milk supply in the freezer, right, is starting to deplete and we are going to Japan in October. And with that consideration, right, we wanted to have a more convenient or a more hassle-free situation in Japan itself and reducing a lot of unnecessary trauma, right? Because we have seen a lot of videos sharing that mummies try to bring their breast milk that are frozen over customs to the plane and having seen them crying because they have to dump away their own liquid gold that they have found out and stored for their kid because the customs don't let them go through. Okay, so we wanted to prevent this from happening and I really want to avoid wasting this precious liquid gold after seeing my wife pumping day and night, right? And this process, I think most parents will understand how precious breast milk can be. So that's the main reason why we decided to transit, because the supply is low and also we are going overseas and having to feed him through infant formula powder, right, is definitely much more convenient. For this journey of transiting from breast milk to infant formula milk, right, I think Kaiser has been an amazing kid because in just 5 days, that is a very short number of time, knowing that baby has a lot of preference and they might refuse and even showing complications like allergy to certain brands of products, right? So we wanted to start earlier and give ourselves around 2 to 3 months before our trip is happening. Having to do that in 5 days, right, I think it's definitely something that I'm super happy about. And I hope that the tips that I'm going to share with you guys, right, is going to help you in terms of transiting from breast milk to infant formula milk. So in this video, right, I'm not going into detail what kind of brands is better for your kid, but in general, right, I feel that most of these brands, right, the products are roughly similar.
It's pretty damn close.
It's just whether your son or daughter, right, can accept the taste. So when we first started this transition process, right, we decided to go with the cheapest formula milk first. And the first day of this transition, right, we only tested 1 time a day and we prepared 60 ml of this infant formula milk together with another 120 ml of breast milk. So this is the combination that we wanted to go with moving forward. We were so surprised on day 1 because when we give him that bottle of 60 ml, right, he managed to drink around 30 to 40 ml of it. So I look at my wife and she looked at me and we were like thinking, hey, he seems to be able to accept this milk, right? And that was when we were so wrong. So on day 2 itself, right, we did the same process. We tried to give him the 60 ml of this infant formula milk. But then we realized that after having 2 sips of this infant formula milk, right, he started to gag. And then we were so worried because we're thinking like, is this milk not suitable for him? Okay. But we told ourselves maybe this is the second time, he's not used to it. So later part of the day, we decided to try again, give him another 60 ml of this infant formula milk to see whether he has the same reaction. And we realized that he's still showing signs of gagging. And after gagging for 2 to 3 times, we told ourselves maybe we should stop because we are afraid that he will start to vomit out his gastric juices, which is definitely something that I think parents would not want to see. Maybe a little bit of time, that's when day 3 came. Then we tried to feed him again. And this time round, the worst thing happened, right? Because he started to associate infant formula milk with the milk bottle that we had, to the extent that when we tried to feed him the breast milk, right, he also started to refuse it and push our hands away whenever the milk bottle is coming to him. So for day 3 and day 4, everything was a bit more troublesome because from day to night, right, he did not want to drink the bottled milk. But luckily, when he started to taste the breast milk, right, he realized this is a familiar taste, and so he managed to finish the breast milk himself. We continue to fed him the infant formula milk because I see that he is not puking out all of his content from the mixture of breast milk and infant formula milk, which is a good sign because it shows us that he might not be adjusting to the taste of the milk, right? But that doesn't mean that his stomach is not accepting it. That's when day 5 came. We realized that he is able to accept this infant formula milk. And what got him to accept this infant milk, right, was simply patience. So for the first 4 days, right, I'm not saying that I don't have any patience, but when you see your daughter or son gagging, right, then that's where our heart starts to get softer.
Oh.
And then we realized that, hey, maybe we should not do this. Okay, maybe we should not do this. And we decided to just stop and go back to breast milk. And on day 5, I don't know what came to me, right, but that's the thought that went through my mind. I told myself, no matter what, I have to feed him that 20 ml out of the 60 ml.
You must do this.
We decided to reduce the infant formula milk portion from 60 ml to 30 ml because we realized that if he's not even going to drink, right, making 60 ml is actually a waste, and we do not want that waste lah. So rather than giving him 60 ml once or twice a day, right? At that point of time, we decided to try 30 ml, but every single feed of over the whole day, right? Then we'll see how it goes. He kept pushing away, and I tried to calm him down and fed him. And this whole process actually took around 1 hour.
What? Oh, come on, man.
It wasn't the easiest time at the start of the day, but right, lucky with patience and also his cooperation and some form of distractions, which definitely helped, right?
Now you made him mad.
I'll distract him. You guys go.
We managed to calm him down and got him to finish the 30 ml. So after finish the 30 ml, we see that he's not showing any signs of gagging.
All good.
And also he's not showing signs of vomiting, right? Then that's when I quickly told my wife, go and prepare another 30 ml. Okay, go and prepare another 30 ml, because if he can accept 30, right, maybe he will accept the next 30, and let's see how it goes. And when we started to feed him the second bottle, right, we did not show any signs of him gagging anymore. That was like a aha moment for me. Because it shows that maybe he's starting to accept and adapt to the taste of this infant formula milk. Okay, so of course in between there's still some form of rejection, like using his hands, gestures, right, to push our bottle away. But eventually he managed to finish the second bottle as well. So at this point of time, right, he has finished 60 ml of the infant formula milk. And we were so happy that he's managed to finish that 60 ml. So after finishing that 60 ml of infant formula, right, we were thinking whether we should give him breast milk now, or should we continue to give him the infant formula. So I told my wife, let's just go all the way. Okay, this might not be the best, but this is what we did, and it worked. After drinking 60 ml already, right, I just told my mother-in-law to help us prepare another 90 ml to make up for his one feed of 150 ml of milk. So after preparing the 90 ml, right, we tried to feed him again. There's some form of rejection with his hands moving around, but end up he managed to finish the whole bottle as well. So in total, he finished one feed of 150 ml of infant formula milk. And that was the best thing that happened that morning itself, because we were so happy that he's not rejecting the milk and he managed to finish one full feed of infant formula milk. So I personally think that this 5 days, right, is actually very short, right? Knowing that some of the people around me, their kid took a bit more time to transit from breast to infant formula milk. And yeah, so I think we are super lucky.
Yep, you're a lucky luck boy.
So for me, I think besides just being patient with your kid, right, when they are fasting, right, one important thing that made this happen was the initial portion where they are refusing, right, you just had to push the milk bottle into their mouth. Okay, you really need to push a bit into the mouth and let them start the drinking process. And that was what made this happen today. So I hope that the tip that I share, right, is definitely useful for you to help your son or your daughter to transit faster from breast milk to, infant formula milk. Thank you so much for watching this video. So do remember to like and subscribe for more to support my channel, alright? So with that, thank you so much. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.